Hello everyone. I wasn't even going to do a video, but something I saw kind of struck me. Kissing the ring. A lot of people are getting on the phone, calling Donnie shitbags up, presidents of other countries, CEOs of companies, journalists, etc. Are all making calls and visits to kiss the ring, to congratulate Donnie shitbags, to get a sense of whether he's coming after them, because they all know what it is. These people aren't stupid, be they ruthless. Everyone's lining up to kiss the ring, and it's rather funny because the last 4 years a lot of people were talking a lot of smack, and a lot of people weren't making their endorsements or their intentions clear. All of a sudden, now that Donnie shitbags is in charge again and everybody knows he's coming after people, everyone wants to get a sense. Everyone's fighting each other, elbowing each other to get to the front of the line to kiss the ring. And guess what happens when they go to kiss the ring or call up to kiss the ring? Guess who else is on the phone? Guess who else is hanging out? Leon Scum, the guy you all voted for. He said it before the election. I did the videos before the election, where he basically said, yeah, I can't be actual president, but I can be unofficial president. He told you what his intentions were. And you literally voted for a South African apartheid oligarch to run your country and hand it to Putin. Whatever, your choice. So yeah, Mr. Scum seems to always be around. He's on the plane with Donnie. He's at all the events with Donnie. He's suing other, content sites because advertisers won't advertise on his hell site. He's telling the whole world he's going to go after people that tell the truth about specific things like Russian involvement in everything. Anyway, Mr. Scum is always there because he is now de facto president. Well done. A gentleman named Mr. Peter Thiel, or Thiel, however you want to pronounce it. Thiel, I think. He's also who you've elected president. I know you don't know who he is, nor do you care. You're gonna know, though. Don't worry. Yes, so you have several de facto presidents, but here's the thing that really struck me, because again, I wasn't going to do a video, but then I saw this. I saw a post, or it was in the New York Times possibly, I can't remember. Just, I don't know, about an hour ago. The CEO of Google calling up Donnie shitbags to congratulate him. And who is there to join the conversation? Well, that'd be Leon Scum, Google's direct competitor. I wonder how much Leon shook him down for. Or I wonder what sense Mr. I believe his name is Sundar or something, head of Google. I wonder what sense Mr. Sundar walked away with. Because I warned you all. And I can see the fear in everyone all over again. This time it's double. I can see it all over everyone. But hey, you all wanted this, right? You got it. So I wonder what sense Mr. Sundar, or whatever his fucking name is, walked away with. Or how much he got shook down for. But he definitely called to kiss the ring. Yes, the head of Google called Donnie shitbags to congratulate him and kiss the ring. They end up talking to Elon Musk magically. Isn't that interesting? I tried to warn people. I tried to warn people. I know you think it's great as long as there isn't a black woman in office, right? Anything's better than that, right? I know. No, anything's not better than that. And a douchebag like Leon Scum being your de facto president, that's not better. That's what you all voted for, though. You know it was coming. Again, no excuses anymore. No, I didn't. No, none of that. No, we're way past all that. No debating anymore. We're way past that. This is urgent time. We about to lose everything, son. And I told you in advance, and so did a lot of other people. Whatever. It had to end sometime, right? So I don't like the fact that a convicted felon was elected president. If I'm a convicted felon, I can't get a job at the local fucking Walmart. Were I a convicted felon? I'm not. Never. Never arrested. Never indicted. Never convicted. Never charged. Anything. That's who I am. So I find it fascinating, and it really kind of I just like, you know, what I've gone through with this company, Google, man. And I see this headline. The head of Google calling Donnie Shitbags to kiss the ring. After Donnie Shitbags, I don't know, a month ago, whatever, said, yeah, I'm coming after you, Google. You run negative stories about. In other words, you allow the truth to come out a little bit. They also allow all the Russian propaganda because they all took the Russian money. All the websites, politicians, Mr. Musk, all of them. But I find it interesting that Donnie was just threatening Google a month ago, 2 months ago, because they allow some truth to flow through. Because you can't hide it all, because it's just a cavalcade of scandal that you people voted for. Cavalcade of criminality, sexual misconduct, crime. So I find it fascinating, after all the trouble I went through, this company defaming me out bloody right. Then they become an adjudicated criminal for violating, anti-monopoly laws and shit. So this is what you had. Let's be real honest here, right? Let's be real honest, because this company was real honest about me. From their perspective. From the lies they wanted to, the agenda they had. They didn't hesitate one bit to call me whatever they felt like with zero evidence. So what did we have in this scenario I just described to you? You had an adjudicated criminal organization, Google, calling the convicted felon-elect president, congratulating him, also while speaking with Mr. Musk. The de facto president. Do you know how absurd this is? Can you even fathom it in the cult? Are you even that intelligent? Are you even that mature yet? I don't know. You voted for this. One more time, I want to repeat this. You had the head of an adjudicated criminal organization, Google, calling the convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, and defamer, President-elect Trump, who's, I guess, you could call Leon Ilania now, right? Because he's always there. And Melania ain't. So yes, they spoke to Alania as well. Because Alania's got a point to prove as well. He wants to go after all the social media companies that dare interfere in his business. He wants to go after other social media companies and blame them for the fact that no one wants to advertise on his website because it's full of racism and Russian bots, trolls, RNC trolls. The head troll himself bought the website along with the help of Russian, Saudi, and Puff Daddy money. Again, I have to say, do you understand? Can you even fathom, little children out there, the absurdity of what you have wrought? And you will suffer it too. Don't think you won't. You ain't exempt. I bet a lot of Hitler's staff thought they were exempt till he executed them out of sheer paranoia. Just like every other dictator. You notice Donnie has a habit of throwing everyone onto the bus. It's family member. It don't anybody. It don't matter who you are. As they all vie for the top spot to see what they can get out of the big grift. Including Google. Including Mika and Joe. Did you hear about that? Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough went to pay Donnie a visit because they wanted to get a sense of, is he going to arrest us and throw us in prison for the rest of our lives because we dare say some negative things about him on our family, news show? That's why they went. They lost, whatever 3 viewers they had left doing that bullshit. But this is about kissing the ring. They went there to kiss the ring and get a sense. Is he coming after us? Is the dictator going to lock us up forever? That's why they went. That's why the head of Google called Donnie. Everybody wants to get a sense of where they're at. And they want to they want the best place in line for kissing the ring. They want to kiss it as soon as possible. It's quite depressing watching all these people line up to kiss the ring, because you know what that means? The rest of us that don't ever, have never, and will never kiss the ring, that doesn't bode well for us, does it? What they don't understand is it doesn't bode well for them either, even though they kiss the ring. How many people have we seen over these years kiss the ring and get thrown utterly under the bus by MAGA or Donnie himself? Over and over again we see this, yet people still line up because they think, what, I can get something for me out of this. That's simple. If you don't know what I'm talking about, again, Joe Scarborough, Mika Brzezinski, MSNBC, Morning Joe, went to go visit Donnie because they're scared. Just like everybody else is. Everyone else lining up to kiss the ring. They're scared. They want to know. They want to get a sense. Is the beast, is the junkyard dog coming after them? It's what I said would happen. Months and months now I've been saying this. Is this the world you want? Because you're about to get it. Look at the cabinet and all the people he's surrounding himself with. They're all criminals, pedophiles, all kind of things. You got a whole mixed bag. Any sociopath, that's all. The only prerequisite, are you a sociopath? That's it. And Donnie got a job for you. And are you willing to sell out your country, your fellow citizens, your God, everything, for Donnie, for whatever he wants? And maybe he'll slice a little piece off for you as you betray everything and everyone. Let's continue with the absurdity. The wrestling guy's wife is going to be head of the Department of Education. What could go wrong with that? Because, everybody loves wrestling, right? Especially Donnie. Donnie loves staged events like wrestling. One more time, Linda McMahon, I think is her name. Yeah, that's the wrestling guys. The guy who owned the WWF, WWE, whatever the fuck it is, because I haven't watched it in years. You know why? Because I'm a grown man. I stopped watching fake fights decades ago. Or the male soap opera that is wrestling. I lost interest. I grew up. And I know it's fake. It's a male soap opera. That's all it is. Whatever. Do I want that in my government? No. Why? Because I grew up. That's why. I don't find WWE or F entertaining. I don't want it for a president. I don't want it for a cabinet. I don't want it running the Department of the Education, as if a good portion of America isn't as stupid enough. Let's put the wrestling guy's wife in charge of the Department of Education. And isn't her husband facing some serious criminal charges as well? Regarding, sex violations of some sort. Again, if you're not a criminal, a sociopath, a sexual deviant, criminal, Donnie got no place for you. If you ain't willing to sell out your country, do Vlad's bidding, take that Russian money like everybody else is, Donnie got a place for you. And I noticed this when I was a young man, very young, and I never understood it. Watching people sell out themselves for just anything. Because they're so scared of losing their income or their wife or their thing, their world. Once they're in it, they'll do anything to keep it. And I mean anything. I never understood that. You're watching it on a grand scale. Any person willing to take a job for Donnie Shitbags at this point is what I just described to you. Maybe worse. Because a lot of those people already have money, already have power, already are quite comfortable. But they want to do evil for some reason. Let's not even go into that. They want to do evil for some reason. Again, the wrestling guy's wife will be head of the Department of Education. Dr. Oz, a TV personality, will be in charge of Medicaid and Medicare. Do you hear me, senior citizens, geriatrics out there? Maybe your mother needs this, your father, your friend, maybe you're on disability, some type of federal payment every month. Is you crazy if you voted for these people and you want some kind of federal program that you need when the de facto president, Elon Musk, already told you in advance he was going to cut everything, and America was going to have to go through a little, hurting period. Says the centibillionaire who got rich via government subsidies from liberals in government. This is how he repays them. Republicans weren't pushing electric cars. That was a liberal thing. That's where Musk got all that government fucking money from. This is how he repays the country that made him filthy, stinking, fucking rich and handed him buckets of cash. This is how he repeats. He wants more. It's not enough. He wants more, 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 more. He told you what he was going to do. You didn't believe him. You don't believe Donnie when he says things. You don't believe Musk when he says these horrible things. I do. They want to do worse than they even say out loud. It's all a big game to them, all a big joke. They look at us as like fucking ants in an ant farm that they manipulate. They laugh about it. Even the rubes that voted to make this happen, they laugh at you. That's not a joke. They laugh at you as you hand your country over to their paymaster, Mr. Putin. You hand your country over. They laugh. So yes, TV personality Dr. Oz will be your new head of Medicare and Medicaid. And remember, the goal's to overhaul the government and make it efficient. It's not about getting a big pot of money up so they can all divvy it up and steal it at all. It's about efficiency, right? Right, MAGA? Right, cult members? Right, folks who voted for this? De facto Elon Musk presidency? It's really about efficiency and free speech, right? Sure it is. Sure it is. If only you knew what it was about. Maybe you would have never supported it in the first place, but it's way bigger than you. And it's way bigger than politics. One day you'll understand. One day I'll be more free to explain it more thoroughly. I don't have time now. Too late. I tried a long time ago. No one wanted to listen. And when people started finally listening to me, all the companies, various websites made sure that went away. Because the mob wanted it to. That's all. So one more time, let's break it down. And they should really put these details in the headlines. I mean, hey, these companies aren't afraid to paint anyone else as a criminal. If the agenda is to get rid of that person, make sure that person can't speak anymore. Because again, my third channel had 400 views a video. Now I'm down to 40 views on my fourth channel. That's evidence right there of what happens when they shut you down. 400 to 40, whatever ratio that is. That's what they do to you. That's what they did to me 3 times now. Not to mention all the other sites that shut me down. So they should really put these details, since all the websites have no problem painting me and others as whatever they feel like, if the agenda is to get rid of you, because you have a mobster millionaire family calling up. The agenda, again, was to get rid of me. So I find it fascinating that these details aren't more widely spread. And the details being, again, the person they were calling is a convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, adjudicated defamer, adjudicated fraud. The person that called is an adjudicated criminal, or the organization they represent. Because corporations are people now, right? So that organization is a criminal, but actual men or women, or both, had to commit criminal activity. The organization can't do it by itself, right? So, it's a nice little way to get out of, white-collar crime. Well, the company did wrong. well, no, a man or woman or both did wrong. So, again, you have adjudicated criminal Google calling convicted felon President-elect Trump. And Donnie Shitbags had a friend over named Leon. And Leon jumped on the phone too, like a sleepover. And the girl that didn't get invited calls, you know what I mean? And one of the friends gets on the phone to let you know what's up and how much it's going to cost you and what you're going to do in the future. And if you don't, well, we coming after you. Guarantee that's how the call went. And I guarantee the ring was kissed. And that's putting it kindly. So one more time, because I love to repeat myself 73 times. You had adjudicated criminal Google trying to head some bullshit off at the pass and get a sense of, is Donnie coming after us, or how much is this going to cost us? What kind of bribe are we looking at, Donnie? You going to do us 30, 100 million like Vlad did us? Or is it going to cost more than that? Adjudicated criminal Google calling convicted felon Donnie, and Donnie's girlfriend gets on the phone, who just happened to be at the sleepover. So they got to talk to Leon too and kiss, his ring too, since he's the real president now anyway. After these people painted me as some kind of criminal. This website owned by an adjudicated criminal. Really, Lord? This is the reality I was born into? Really? And the cherry on top is the wrestling guy's wife is going to be in charge of education for this country. The most powerful country in the world. And another TV personality, because we already had one as president for 4 years, Donnie Shitbags, reality TV star. You got the other reality TV, Dr. Oz, going to be head of Medicare and Medicaid. All you 65-year-olds, all you people receiving those benefits, are you happy you voted for Donnie now? Are you safe in the feeling that Mr. Oz, the TV star, and Donnie Shitbags, and de facto President Musk is going to take care of you? Are you confident in that? I hope you are. I'd be more confident in hitting the lottery tomorrow and then hitting it again the next day than leave Medicare and Medicaid in the hands of Donnie Shitbags, Leon Scum, and Dr. Oz. And leave an education. Are you secure knowing, living your golden years, you're going to leave this planet soon? That the younger generations will have the privilege of Linda McMahon's wisdom. All the things she learned from having a steroid-ridden future sex offender, muscle-bound, wrestling-owning husband. American education will get all the benefits of that. That's incredible. The guy hasn't even been sworn in yet. And I knew it was going to be bad. And I knew Donnie was going to be on a revenge tour. And I knew they were going to steal every dollar they could if they ever got back in power. I guess what I'm trying to say is I knew it would be bad. I didn't think it'd be this bad. Dr. fucking Oz, in charge of one of the biggest safety nets this country has for the elderly and for poor people. Oh my God. And the wrestling guy's wife, Department of Education. Oh my God. And have you noticed I didn't know back in the George Bush days what this whole voucher scam was. The voucher thing, school voucher thing, quickly, is so rich people can use taxpayer money to send their kids to private school, because why should rich people have to pay for the fancy private schools that they send their kids to? You should have to pay for it, right, guys? That's why the demonization of public schools for 30 years, the demonization of teachers, etc. They want to privatize it all and give the big contracts to their buddies in that private school industry. That's all school vouchers are. Don't give you a choice. Don't give you nothing. All it does is give rich people your tax money so they can send their kids to better schools, while your public school, since you can't afford to send your kid to a fancy private school, your public school crumbles. That's simple. That's all school vouchers are. You fell for that one too. But really what it all comes down to for most humans in American politics is, I want my team to win. I don't care who they put in as quarterback. It could be Lucifer himself. I don't care. He's got an R next to his name. That's simple. It's a shame because you just lost your country via that logic. I know I'm being dramatic, right? You'll see. You'll see. A lot of people tried to warn a lot of people. And now it's too late. I'm sorry. And God knows what the clown show, the circus, is going to do tomorrow. I can't wait to see who the next pick is. Maybe he'll pick Hulk Hogan to run a certain office. They're buddies. Maybe he'll pick Kid Rock to run something. Maybe he'll pick Sean Hannity to run something. He loves Fox News people. Maybe he'll choose Bozo the fucking Clown. You've been warned. You've been warned. You didn't listen because team sports was more important. So sad we're going to lose our country because of you and that mentality. Sad. And you just gave it away. Let's take the analogy further, and then I promise I'll end it, because I'm even tired of listening to my own self. Sad I even have to say these things. I said that allowing Donald Trump to be president again is like this. Here's the analogy. One more time, but a little deeper. It's as if 4 years ago I robbed a bank. I got caught red-handed. The cops came and a miracle happened. They just let me go. I come back to that bank 4 years later. I go through the front door. The manager walks up to me, says, "Hey, I remember you. You tried to rob us 4 years ago. It's really good to see you. Here's the keys to the vault. So happy you came back. And the reason I'm going to give you the keys is because of this. A little under 30% of the people in the bank here, they think I should give you the keys. They want me to give you the keys. That's why I'm giving you the keys. Because about 27, 28% of the people in this room want me to. "27, 28% of the people in the room want the bank manager to give the robber the keys to the vault where their money is." That is what you've done. Congratulations. Europeans said Americans were stupid. I get it now.